Why most people are miserable. A Stoic guide to inner peace. Most people are not truly living. They are reacting, wandering, chasing, avoiding. They're busy but not fulfilled, surrounded by comforts but still deeply restless. Why? Why, in an age of abundance, do so many feel anxious, empty, and lost? The Stoics had an answer. Not a shallow fix, not a motivational trick, but a timeless truth about where misery begins and how inner peace can finally be found. Let's begin. 1. The paradox of modern misery. We live in the most connected era in human history. We have clean water, endless entertainment, medicine, comfort, and convenience. Yet anxiety is rising, depression is common, people feel more disconnected than ever. We think we are suffering because of circumstances, but often we are suffering because of the mind. The Stoics understood this long ago. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." So the problem isn't always the world, it's how we interpret the world, how we cling, resist, judge, and overthink. Misery begins when we abandon our inner world to chase what cannot satisfy. 2. What the Stoics knew about suffering. To the Stoics, peace is not found in more success, more approval, more things. Peace comes from clarity, from knowing what is truly in your control and letting go of what is not. Epictetus said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." Most people are miserable because they live upside down. They try to control others. They crave what they can't possess. They fear things that may never happen. The Stoic path is not about escaping life. It's about mastering it, by mastering the self. 3. Seneca on desire and expectations. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." We are trained to want more status, more followers, more luxury. But this endless wanting is a trap. Desire never rests. You get what you want only to want more, and when you don't get it, you suffer. Seneca warned that misery is often self-inflicted. We expect people to treat us a certain way. We expect rewards without struggle. And when reality disagrees, we become bitter, resentful, lost. Peace begins when you lower your expectations and raise your awareness. When you let go of what you crave, you gain something greater: freedom. 4. Marcus Aurelius on the power of the mind. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the heart of Stoic resilience. The outer world may rage, but your mind can remain calm. Most people are miserable because they hand over their peace to strangers, to politics, to algorithms, to gossip. They don't govern themselves. They are ruled by impulse. But a Stoic pauses, reflects, chooses. They learn to train the mind like a muscle. They replace outrage with understanding, anger with discipline, worry with presence. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his journal each morning, not to impress others, but to prepare his soul. Ask yourself, What do I give power to? Who controls my peace? If it's anything outside of you, you've lost the Stoic way. 5. Epictetus and the art of detachment. Epictetus lived as a slave, yet became one of the greatest Stoic teachers in history. How? Because he understood that freedom was not physical, it was mental. He taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Most misery comes from attachment, to status, to control, to how others see us. But everything you are attached to can be taken from you. The Stoics practiced detachment, not coldness, not indifference, but freedom. They enjoyed things deeply, but were not enslaved by them. Can you enjoy life without clinging to it? That is the Stoic challenge. 6. How to build inner peace today. So how do you apply this wisdom? How do you stop being pulled in 1,000 directions? The answer is not in adding more, but in removing the noise. Here's how to start. Wake up early. Begin the day slowly. Journal your thoughts. Reflect like Marcus. Choose your response instead of reacting. Accept discomfort as training, not punishment. Let go of expectations. Show up anyway. Practice silence. Seek stillness. Focus only on what you can control. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be present. 7. A Stoic daily practice for stillness. Here's a simple Stoic practice to begin each morning with calm and purpose. Sit for 2 minutes in silence. Breathe. Write down one thing you can control today. Write down one thing you must accept. Reflect on this phrase. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do today. Do this every morning. Not to escape the world, but to return to it with strength. The world will always be chaotic, but you can be still. Final reflection. Most people are miserable because they chase what is outside and ignore what is within. The Stoics point us inward, to the only place peace can truly exist. Let go of the noise. Detach from the false. Return to the present, and master the only thing you truly own, yourself. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Epictetus.